I'm sitting down today to do a whole face full of makeup, quite a few new products. Everything is from Nordstrom Beauty. This video is sponsored by Nordstrom. This video started with me seeing this product. This is part of the new Pillow Talk line. Look at how pretty, just the case is so pretty. It's the Pillow Talk Multi-Glow Beautifying All Over Glow Highlighter. Isn't that beautiful? We're gonna ignore Mimi drinking. Every time I sit down to film a video, without fail, she decides now is the time she needs to have something to drink. Anyway, so this is what inspired it. And from there, I started pulling pretty much almost every Charlotte Tilbury product I have. There's a few things that I prefer to use in lieu of the Charlotte Tilbury products. We'll talk about all those. And then while I was going nuts ordering things, where did I put it all? I ordered a full size of the Beautiful Skin Foundation. I had gotten a sample of this and I loved it. And now that I've gone through 3 Lace MD procedures, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll link that in the eye. That's a laser treatment specifically to treat melasma. It does a few other things as well. Anyway, my skin tone is much improved and I feel like I don't need or even want quite as heavy makeup. So I've been using this. And then I also ordered the Pillow Talk Beauty Light Wand. I've been loving the pink gasm version of this. This is a slightly different kind of pink, I think. I haven't tried it yet. Anyway, we will see all those things. I'm gonna put my hair up as I chit chat. And fairly recently, I did a video called Unpopular Opinions. 99.9% of you understood that it was just a tongue-in-cheek fun thing. The point of it was really nice to do my makeup and just talk. Not specifically about the makeup, but just chit chat. Like we're all, just hanging around talking. And so I'm gonna continue that today. I will talk briefly about some things. If I forget to mention what I'm using or what shade, don't worry. All down in the description box where it says show more or expand for more, something to that effect. I have all my skincare on. I have my sunscreen. It's still the Supergoop Unseen sunscreen. And we're just gonna start chit-chatting. So I asked on Instagram, what do you want me to talk about? You guys love controversy, or you want me to talk about the controversy. This is a sponsored video. Out of respect to my sponsor, I will not be discussing anything too controversial. Also, because I don't want to blow up my own career. But a few topics that were very big. Real Housewives, and not any specific franchise. The Johnny Depp, Amber Heard trial, and what's going down with the Supreme Court. Guess which one I'm not touching today. So I just finished what am I doing now? Foundation. I just finished the most recent, I'm filming this on May 4th. May the 4th be with you. I just finished the most recent Housewives of New Jersey reunion part 1. And I was watching it while I ate lunch today. We're gonna start with one pump and see where this goes, by the way. I was watching it while I was eating lunch on my iPad, and so Michael could hear it, and he was like, I don't think you should watch this anymore. And he really has, actually not rarely, he never has an opinion on what I watch, one way or the other. I mean, but they're just so, they were yelling, they were screaming at each other. Teresa, of course, was cursing. And I remember I did take at least a year or 2 off from New Jersey specifically. They're so toxic. I love it. I love Jersey the most when they're just having fun. Mostly when Teresa's just not there. I'll be honest, I'm not Team Teresa. I'm not on anyone's specific team, but I really don't care for her from what I see on the show. That could be a whole separate Instagram live because I think a lot of you don't watch The Real Housewives of New Jersey. But I've gotten to a point in my life where I don't enjoy that kind of, wow, I get it. This is beautiful. Like you can still see my skin. You can still see there's a blemish here. There's a little bit of redness there, but it really evened it out. It's really quite lovely. That was pump and a quarter maybe. Nice. I am gonna get my favorite face concealer. I use 2 different concealers, one for under eye, one for face. And this is the unsung hero of my makeup drawer. It's the Dior Forever Concealer, Skin Correct, and I have it in the shade 1 And that's what I use exclusively on my face. Anyway, back to the Housewives. So like I said, Michael usually doesn't care what I watch, nor should he. But I could see where he's like, this is not a healthy choice. I don't think this is good for you to watch. Okay, what else have we been watching? Oh, Johnny Depp, Amber Heard. So admittedly, I have not been following the case. I see highlights on various social media accounts, but I personally have not turned on whatever it's, is it on Court TV? I don't know. So I don't really know what's going on there, but I have drawn a few conclusions from what I've seen. And to be fair, I have not been watching since Johnny Depp's side has started presenting their stuff. But these two people, neither one of the parties are coming out looking all that great. I mean, they deserve each other. Number one. Number two, and this is not my own perspective. This is also coming from, I'm looking at all my stuff. This is also coming from Michael Contour. Amber Heard's attorneys were terrible. I mean, Michael, I don't know how many of you know, was a trial lawyer at a very high level for a very long time and did some huge federal level class action stuff. And we'll leave it at that. And so I showed him a couple of clips where Amber Heard's lawyers were talking to one of the expert witnesses, and Michael was horrified. I mean, just horrified. He's like, have they ever taken a trial advocacy class? Have they been in a courtroom before? It was pretty bad. As a layperson, I recognized that it was bad, but as someone who's an actual lawyer, they were appalled. So I'm not passing judgment on who's right and who's wrong in this case, but if we're gonna have a war of the lawyers, so far it looks like Johnny Depp's team is gonna win. I did see the part where her lawyer objected to her own question, or his own question. And I know it's not funny because these are people's lives that we're dealing with. But that was so bad. I mean, it shouldn't be entertaining. Other people's real life drama should not be entertaining. Okay, let's pause in my commentary on nothing important to talk about something that's very important. And this is the new Pillow Talk Beauty Light Wand. It comes in a couple of colors. I'm sure I picked the light medium version. It doesn't say right on the front, but I know I did. So this is a brand new, clean Pillow Talk. So to open these, you gotta twist this and then you squeeze. Oh, and it's coming out. I put my hand back so you can see it focus. Okay. So it's not as pink as the Pinkgasm. Let's see what happens here. That looks like a highlighter to me, guys. Okay, then you gotta remember to close it. Otherwise it gets everywhere. It's still gonna get everywhere, but. Okay, so we're just gonna stick with the same brush to pat this in. I would say, ooh, I do like this light flush because I like a subtle blush. I'm looking at my mirror over there. I'm looking in the viewfinder for this side. I don't have multiple mirrors, so I'm just gonna look at the. Okay, it's pretty. You could definitely use this as just highlighter. What's nice about this is because it's not too pigmented, you could layer it under a powder blush as well. There is a darker version of this if you want a more pigmented option. I like it. Let me put on a little lip balm. This is the La Mer. This is my second bottle of it. It is quite nice. Do I use it more than other lip balms because it is La Mer? 100%. This is an investment. You're going to use it. Okay. Powder time. I thought I'd run out of this. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless, what is it? They all have long names. Airbrush Flawless Finish. And I'm looking for my setting brush. Okay, so let's see. I hit Jersey. I've discussed the Amber Heard, Johnny Depp. I mean, I think in the end, I don't think she has a very strong case, and I think he's going to win. I know there's no way. That's Rowdy coming from underneath the table. I know there's no way he's going to collect $100 million, but at least he will probably be vindicated if that's what he was looking for. Okay, so I've set my under eyes with this. For the rest of my face, I'm going to use the magic powder. Let me get some of this out of the way so I know what I have used. I think this doesn't mattify, which is probably a good thing since I want to have some shine left on my face where I put the... I probably abandoned this in the summer is my guess and went to something like the Laura Mercier, which doesn't mattify, but it doesn't leave you with any kind of glow either. So I like it though. I forgot how nice it is. This would definitely work well on the under eye. Okay, bronzer. Pulled this guy out. This is also Charlotte Tilbury. The packaging is a dead giveaway. I just love how big it is. It reminds me of the Tom Ford bronzer. That one is huge and reminds me of the now defunct Marc Jacobs bronzer. And I have mine in the shade 2. I thought it was 1. Hey, okay. There were some, I really enjoyed reading your comments. That's what I was gonna say. I really enjoyed reading your comments on the unpopular opinions video. And it reminded me that I have some more unpopular opinions that I didn't share. Nothing so earth-shattering, just ones that I agree with, like the use of the word obsessed. And I'm not saying I haven't done it. I clearly have used the word obsessed. The problem is everyone uses the word obsessed on social media. So you hear it constantly and then it is planted into your subconscious and then you're using it without even realizing it. But I do make a conscious effort not to say obsessed. I still am not perfect, and so it's gonna fall out of my mouth occasionally. But I get it. You can't be... Obsession is a... We do change the meaning of language a lot these days, don't we? I'm not touching that one. But obsession is really... I mean, obsessive compulsive disorder is a mental illness. So obsession is not actually a positive connotation. Okay, anyway, we need a different word than obsessed is what I'm saying. I need my thesaurus friends to give me some better synonyms that are more appropriate than obsessed. So here it is. Here's the cool thing about this Pillow Talk highlighter. It does come in 2 shades as well, light medium and medium dark, I believe. There's a lighter and there's a darker. It's striped. So you could do a lot of looks with this. You can choose to swirl it all together. You can dip your brush in one of the shades. You can use one shade on your eyes, one shade on your cheeks, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Oh, and it has a very nice mirror that still has the film on it. I'm really intrigued by this purpley shade right there. So I'm gonna see if I can just... I don't know that I got my brush in there. Okay, I'm just gonna swirl it in. It's just too tiny. I'm using the wrong brush. So swirl it goes. Whoa. I will say it's been a while since I've used like a blingy highlighter. This is so pretty. I love a blingy highlighter in the summer. That's pretty. I could stand to add some blush. I'm not going to. Okay, so obsessed was a problem. What was one of the other things? Oh yeah, people said they don't like it when people use filters when doing makeup and or skincare. I'm assuming you mean Instagram filters because I still don't know how you would do a filter on camera. I know people think that I don't know how to do that. It bothers me too. And I have done videos on skincare specifically wearing no makeup at all so you could actually see my skin. I would have to agree. I kind of feel like you almost need to disclose that you're using filters. But then at the same time, in traditional print media, they airbrush everything. Like literally everything. So I think there's one brand, someone remind me what brand it is, that makes a point of not touching up their models, but everybody does, so I don't know. But I personally would prefer that you not do it on Instagram. When it's I'm not talking about a model, I'm talking about a person like me, like an influencer. Also, people had a problem, some people mentioned, or maybe it was just one, that they didn't like the word influencer, and I don't disagree with you. I think it has a negative connotation. It kind of makes it sound like I'm hypnotizing you to do something against your will. Unfortunately, it's the term that the entire industry has latched onto, and I don't want to be that person that makes up their own title. So I try to say social media influencer when people ask me what I do, so they understand that I'm on social media, but I honestly don't know what I would call myself if I had my own ideas. Like content creator, but that's anyone who creates. That's like an artist. I'm not an artist. Give me your suggestions below. Okay, a lot of you also pointed out that you very much dislike the fluffy brow laminated trend that's happening on social media these days. And I'm kind of halfway there. Like the extreme where it's plastered and each strand is like this. I agree. I think it looks slightly bizarre. I do like the idea, I'm playing with different compacts here. I do like the idea of having it kind of lie flatter against my face because I do have bushy brows, so having them lie flatter is actually nice. I don't want to see the individual hairs so much. So I sort of like a happy medium there. I am back I've been playing with different brow gels and I'm back to the Kosas, which is what I'm using right now. I really, really like it. It never gets goopy, it never gets sticky, but it holds my brows exactly where they need to be, and the brush itself is fabulous. And you can absolutely do that brow lamination thing if you want to. I kind of did there. I'm just not doing it in the extreme. There's two Charlotte Tilbury palettes that I really like. The one I reach for the most currently is this guy, the Super Nudes, because it's just nude mattes or satins and very basic. But my favorite palette of all time from Charlotte Tilbury is the Golden Goddess. I think it was Lisa Eldridge, maybe. Somebody did it. Who did it? Somebody used it for a Jennifer Aniston makeup look, and I fell in love with it. And I think it's really pretty, and it's overlooked all the time. To look at it, you would think nothing. Just wait. But I would prefer that it had some mattes. So I'm going to use a little bit of both. I'm going to start with the shade at the end here. Stick with the warmer shades because the Golden Goddess tends to go a little warmer. Well, you'll see. Okay, so I'm just sort of mapping out my crease here. I do have a video planned for later, either this month or early into June, on my hair situation. I want it to be a standalone video because I know there's a lot of interest. I know there's a lot of people struggling with hair loss, hair thinning for a variety of reasons. And so I don't want it to get lost in a get ready with me. But a quick update, this morning I had my first follow-up with my dermatologist. That's who I'm seeing for my hair issues. And she is extremely pleased. She said she was seeing tons of new growth. She was like digging through my head, like tons of little tiny hairs everywhere. I felt like there was more. She goes, obviously it's still very thin at the end because they're just growing here. So it's gonna take a while, but whatever we're doing, and we're doing a few things, seems to be working. So that is good news. And I am taking an oral medication, oral supplement, and a topical medication. So there's a lot happening, and I couldn't say which one in particular it is that's causing it all, but they are working together very well. Okay, so we are moving on to this palette, and I'm going to use the golden part of it and put that all over my lid. This is such a great, oh, I forgot how good this is. It's just so pretty. Okay, another request is what we've been binge watching. So, kind of in between shows right now, but we did just watch Bad Vegan. I think I talked about this on stories. Sometimes I can't remember where I've talked about things. So if you've already heard this story, I'm sorry I'm repeating myself. All right, I'm gonna take this one and kind of do the outer corner. So I can't even remember what we had finished, and we needed a new series. And so we just went to Netflix and saw what was trending, and Bad Vegan has been up there for a while. So we're like, well, let's just see what it is. And we had no idea that it was talking about oh, you know what? I totally told you guys this story. Anyway, we've eaten at that restaurant. Okay. Also, there is a San Antonio connection for my San Antonio audience. There was a juice bar in the Pearl called One Lucky Duck. And that was run, I think, by her half-brother or stepbrother, somehow related to Sarma, the one who had Pure Food up in New York. And then it abruptly closed with no indication as to why. Now we know. Kind of a small random world, like why of all the places that she would open a juice bar connected to Pure Food, it would be in San Antonio. I have no idea, but how cool is that? I'm realizing oh no, I did bring mascara. Okay, there is this deeper brown. Let's see. Oh yeah, let's darken it up a little bit. Let's play. So now we're trying to find something else to watch. Somehow we landed on, is it Love at First Sight? Where they get married to a stranger that they've been matched up with. Why are we doing this? Like, Michael and I are now hooked, but we are disgusted with ourselves at the same time. Like, we need to watch something else. This is terrible. It's fascinating though. We have not finished the season. What we're probably gonna do is we've gotten to the, through the weddings. We haven't gotten to where they all leave for their honeymoons, but we may just watch the last episode in the season to see what happens to all these people, because it is a social experiment and I'm kind of interested. Okay, I'm gonna do my very professional blending. I like it. Okay, before I do lips and mascara, I'm gonna set with this. This is the travel size of the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. I go through it too quickly because I use too much. Like, I'm fully aware that it does not require 10 sprays across the face. Okay, curling the lashes. I'm probably gonna edit this part out because this is gross. Okay, I'm back. Mascara and lash primer is on. Have some housekeeping I forgot to talk about, so let's get back to that. First of all, this is what happens when you don't have anything printed out in front of you to keep you on track. So I forgot to do my eyeshadow primer, which is the NARS Prime, or Pro Prime. Pro eyeshadow base. And here's why I love it. So most of you have noticed at one point or another, I've even talked about it, that this eye, I cannot get eyeshadow to stick the right way in this outer corner, but I can when I use primer, which I didn't use today. And it didn't stick right. So if you're having that issue, I know a few of you are similar to me in that the eyeshadow doesn't stick to a certain part of your eye or doesn't blend right. Hello, primer. We should all be using it. So this is my current favorite. Secondly, should have kind of led with this. Today is the last day of the triple points thing going on at Nordstrom. I myself am a huge fan of triple points days. And I get a few because I'm at the ambassador level, not because I am an actual brand ambassador. It just means my spending level has reached it used to be level 3. Now they call it ambassador. Lip Cheat, Pillow Talk, the classic. Anyway, so I get, I think it's like 2 or maybe 3 personal days. I usually save those for the anniversary sale. If I knew there was something like a handbag or a Dyson thing, a big product, I will wait for a triple points day. And let me tell you, those points add up. That's how I got my Dyson Airwrap. And speaking of Dyson Airwraps, that's what I used on my hair today. So I'm still absolutely loving it. Starting to get into the wand thing that comes with it, the actual wrap part. It really smooths out the hair and gives a nice little, like a blowout look. You can make it more curly if you want, but I don't. So those are the things I wanted to tell you that I forgot. Kind of important. Now, I know a lot of you are thinking, oh, of course she's gonna use Pillow Talk lipstick. Let me tell you a little secret. I don't really love it on me. I see it on everybody else, and it's such a pretty pink color, and on me, it's just sort of a dead mauve that I think does nothing for me. My favorite of the pinkier nude tones is Bitch Perfect. Remember when I did my unpopular opinions video and I talked about certain, this is one of them. I wish they could come up with a different name. It's a nude, but it's a pinky nude on me. And then it doesn't need gloss by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm gonna add gloss. And I do have the Pillow Talk gloss. I love the Pillow Talk gloss. I love the Pillow Talk lip cheat. I don't love the lipstick so much. I will say these were part of the Pillow Talk lip kit that they almost always have in some variation during the anniversary sale. It's my understanding that it's coming back in July. I can't wait. I already have a list going of like what I hope is in there. I can tell you I'm adding more AG jeans, A-Goldie jeans I want to try now, and probably some more AG jeans. And I will probably be doing a whole jean try-on at some point before July, so I know all my sizing, so I am ready to go. So I will film that like a dressing room try-on at some point and share that with you later. Okay, that is the whole look. This top, I'm gonna insert a picture here. I did order, so I got this top and I'm wearing it in a small. I'm just gonna give you some sizing details. When you first put it on, you're gonna think, oh my gosh, it's too big. You have to tie this bow here and pull it tight. Otherwise it just kind of flops around. You can wear it off the shoulder. I'm wearing a bra today, so like a normal bra. So I'm choosing not to. I also bought the matching shorts. I'm not a shorts person, but I saw this on their website and I'm like, this is adorable. So I'm gonna insert a picture of the shorts. That's for days when I've bothered to do self-tanner. On the days I'm not kept up with my self-tanner, I got the kind of olive green, sorry for the hiccups, olive green linen pants that I love so much from Nordstrom. It's their Caslon linen joggers, and I buy every color. All right, I hope you had fun with this just free-flowing, free-thinking video sponsored by Nordstrom. Everything is listed down in the description box in the order in which I put it on, shades and links if you want more information or you are interested in shopping. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Hope you had fun, and I will get to more of those questions that you wanted me to answer in the next Get Ready With Me. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.